The first day of Formula One's new era is complete in Bahrain, and it's the reigning world champions, McLaren, who finish on top. Lando Norris set the fastest time of the day, sending an early warning that the Papaya team is ready to defend its crown. But the lap times only tell part of the story. Across the paddock, teams faced the biggest rule change in a generation, revealing new car concepts, clever innovations, and very different outcomes. On the opening day of pre-season testing, 18 drivers took to the track. Most teams split running between both drivers, but one team chose a very different strategy. For McLaren, it was a calm, confident start. Norris's time of 1:34.669 was not only the fastest overall, but it was set on the medium tire, not the soft, suggesting even more pace is still to come. His teammate, Oscar Piastri, completed 54 laps in the morning session and finished fifth. Together, the team logged 112 laps in total. It was a smooth and trouble-free day, showing both speed and reliability. McLaren may not have grabbed all the headlines with radical design choices, but they left Bahrain looking like a team fully in control of their new car. The biggest talking point of the day, however, was Red Bull. While they were not the fastest over a single lap, finishing just 0.129 seconds behind Norris, their approach was bold. The team handed the new RB22 to four-time world champion Max Verstappen for the entire 8-hour session, while teammate Isaac Hadjar stayed in the garage. The result was an incredible 136 laps, almost 2.5 race distances. This long run gave Red Bull a massive amount of data, from tire wear to the behavior of their brand new Red Bull Ford power unit. The new engine, developed with the American manufacturer, ran flawlessly all day. But it was how Red Bull used that power that really caught attention. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff said the Red Bull appears to be a full second faster on the straights alone, thanks to a major advantage in how they deploy their electric energy. Trackside observers noticed Verstappen using a unique downshifting technique into slow turn 10, dropping all the way to first gear while others stayed in second. He was shifting down in pairs, from fifth to fourth to third, pausing, then quickly going from third to second to first. This method uses high engine revs to recharge the battery faster through the energy recovery system. Audi attempted to copy the trick later in the day, but both Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto looked far less smooth, showing that Red Bull has already mastered something others are only beginning to understand. At Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton had serious concerns about the new regulations. After completing 52 laps in the morning, the 7-time world champion was blunt. He said the new cars feel slower than a GP2 car. He was frustrated with the level of energy saving required, explaining that drivers now have to lift off the throttle 600 meters before the end of a straight, even on a qualifying lap. Hamilton described the rules as ridiculously complex, saying you almost need a degree to fully understand them. He also worried that fans may struggle to follow what's happening on track. Still, he admitted that the car is more fun to drive. These are powerful words from one of the sport's biggest names, and they raise serious questions about what the 2026 rules could mean for racing. Hamilton also revealed he has a new race engineer. His longtime partner, Riccardo Adami, has moved to a different role, and Hamilton is now working with Carlos Santi, who previously worked with Kimi Räikkönen. Hamilton said that making this change so close to the season could hurt his chances in the title fight. His teammate, Charles Leclerc, had a stronger afternoon, finishing third fastest with 1:35.190 and completing 80 laps, collecting valuable data for Ferrari. So, what do you think about the new 2026 rules? Do you agree with Hamilton? Are they too complex and potentially bad for racing? Or is this new technology actually an exciting step forward for Formula One? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Here is your full Netflix-style documentary rewrite of this part, keeping the same length, tone, and meaning, but making it simpler, more cinematic, and more engaging. For Aston Martin, the day was nothing short of a disaster. The team arrived in Bahrain with big expectations, armed with a car designed by legendary engineer Adrian Newey and a new Honda engine partnership. But those hopes quickly faded. The AMR 26 managed just 36 laps in the morning before a problem with the Honda power unit forced the team to shut down for the rest of the day. Lance Stroll was the only driver to set a lap time, a 1:39.883, placing Aston Martin 17th out of 18. It was a huge setback. Losing an entire afternoon of running meant losing vital data, and that pain was made worse by the fact that the team had already struggled for track time during a limited private test in Barcelona. As a result, Aston Martin now finds itself well behind its rivals before the season has even begun. It also didn't go unnoticed that Newey recently revealed he came up with the original concept for this car while on gardening leave from Red Bull. Turning that idea into a car that actually works, however, is proving to be a far tougher challenge. One of the biggest surprises of the day came from Haas. A team that has usually been stuck near the back in recent seasons suddenly looked competitive. Esteban Ocon delivered a strong performance, finishing fourth with a time of 1:35.578, less than a second off the fastest lap. Even more impressive, he completed 115 laps, the third highest total of any driver. That combination of speed and reliability is a very positive sign for Haas, a team that has struggled with both in the past. It appears they have taken a real step forward, and Ocon could be the experienced leader they need to help push the team up the grid. Mercedes, who looked quick during their private Barcelona test, had a much quieter day in Bahrain. George Russell finished sixth with a 1:36.108, more than 1.4 seconds off the pace. It was a big contrast to what they had shown earlier. The team then ran into problems preparing the car for rookie Kimi Antonelli in the afternoon. The delays badly limited the young Italian, and he managed just 30 laps in the final hour. Losing so much of the afternoon was a serious setback. Team boss Toto Wolff was quick to point out Red Bull's straight line speed, suggesting they were deploying far more electric energy on the straights, perhaps shifting attention away from Mercedes' own difficult day. Further down the grid, the picture was mixed. Williams responded strongly after missing the Barcelona test entirely, completing an impressive 145 laps between Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon. That was the second highest total of any team, and a crucial step as they work to catch up. The new Cadillac team, with Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, also focused on gathering mileage. They completed 107 laps as they learned the basics of life in Formula One, even though they were around 4 seconds off the leaders. Audi arrived with a noticeably different-looking car, featuring smaller sidepod inlets compared to their earlier design.